Students, my name is Neha Mahajan from Saraswati College of Engineering. Today I am going to make a video for the subject Digital System Design, which is for second year Electronics and Telecommunication students. In this video, I will first of all tell you about the logic gates, various logic gates. We'll see that what are the various ICs which are available in the form of DIP, that is dual inline package. We'll very briefly discuss about the various gates, their operation, their logic symbol and truth table, and thereafter I'll implement one logic gate on the breadboard with the help of the digital trainer kit available in the college. So here is the list of the various gates, and the IC numbers are, and their respective IC numbers are given like you can see. AND gate is 7408, IC number 7408, OR gate is 7432, NAND gate is 7400, NOR is 7402, NOT gate is 7404, and XOR gate is 74136 or 7486. Okay, now as you already know that AND gate, OR gate and NOT gate, these three gates are the basic gates, whereas NAND and NOR, these two are the universal gate. Universal gate means the gate which can be used in place of any other gate, like we can derive or we can use the NAND and NOR gate in place of any other gate. So these are called as the universal gates. Whereas the sixth one, that is XOR gate, is called as the derived gate. Now first of all, let me tell you about NAND gate. NAND gate, the logic symbol is like this. It can have various multiple inputs, but for the sake of simplicity, I'm showing only two inputs here, let's say A and B. And the output is Y, which is given as A and B. So A into B, okay? So the truth table is, like we have assumed here only two input variables A and B. So the possible combinations for A and B can be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Now it is AND gate. AND gate means the output of the AND gate will be high. Y is the output, and it will be high only in one case, that is when both A and B are high. And in all other cases, even if one of the two inputs is low or even both are low, the output will be 0 or low. Okay, but only in one case, when both the inputs are high, the output will be high. Okay, second gate is OR gate. OR gate, the logic symbol is like this, and the expression for the output is given as Y is equal to A plus B. OR gate means the output will be high when even if one out of the two inputs is high, or else both the outputs are high. So only for one case, that is when A and B both are 0, the output will be low, and for all other remaining cases, that A, B equal to 0, 0, 1, 0 or 1, 1, in all these three remaining cases, the output will be 1. Now the third gate is NOT gate. NOT gate is also called as an inverter. And it has only one input, one output. Whatever input you are giving, the output will be reverse of that input. So if you are giving, let's say, input as 0, the output will be 1, and the reverse case will be when the input is 1, the output will be 0. Okay, so that is the reason it is also called as the inverter gate. This bubble here is indicating the inverter. Okay, now the fourth gate is NAND gate. NAND in short means not of AND. Okay, so whatever output we used to get in for the AND gate, NAND gate will give you the reverse of that. Okay, so the truth table will be exactly opposite of the AND gate. In AND gate, we used to get output as 1 only for the fourth combination, that is when both A and B are 1. But in NAND gate, it is, as I said, the output will be exactly opposite or reverse of AND. So for the first three cases, the output will be 1, and when both the inputs are high, the output will be low. Okay, now next is NOR gate. The output is like this. It is not of OR. So in front of the OR gate, we have put a bubble. This bubble is indicating the negation or output or inverter. Okay, so in the NOR gate, the output will be exactly reverse of OR. In the OR gate, we used to get the output as 1 for these three cases, for the last three cases, whereas in case of NOR gate, the output will be high when both the inputs are low. all right, and its expression is given as y is equal to a plus b complement. This bar is indicating the complement. Similarly, in case of NAND gate, the output is y is equal to ab bar. This bar is indicating the complement or not. Last one is XOR gate. XOR gate is also called as the inequality detector. By inequality detector, what I mean is that it will detect the unequal inputs. Okay, so that means in the truth table, the output will be high when both the inputs are not the same, when they are not equal. That means when the combination is 0 1 and 1 0, the output will be high, otherwise output will be 0. The logic diagram is like this. The expression is y is equal to a XOR b. Now this is the symbol for XOR, plus sign, which is encapsulated in a circle outside. So this was all about the basic gates, their truth table as well as their logic expression. Now after understanding this, let me come to the digital trainer kit available in my college. And this is the digital trainer kit for understanding, one IC, how to verify the one logic circuit. We have to understand first of all the breadboard. Like you can see here, there are 4 different compartments. In the topmost compartment, the connections are in a horizontal way. I mean, these all, can you see the various holes inside the breadboard? All these connections in the topmost layer or in the topmost section, you can say they all are horizontally connected, whereas in these two middle rows, the connections are vertical. So all these are vertically connected or short, okay, and there is a gap in the middle. Can you see here? And this last one again is horizontally, they are connected to each other. All these connections are horizontally they are short. Most of the times we give this topmost and bottommost section for VCC and ground. All right, and we normally insert an IC in this gap. Okay, now these ICs are available in the form of DIP. DIP stands for dual inline package. If you can see here, there's a print. Is it visible? There's a print available, printed on the top of this IC. If you can read it, this is written as FF. Here is indicating the make, that is the Fairchild. So just ignore that. If you see in the last row, it is MM74HC86N. As I told you, 7486. Just ignore HC. This 7486 IC is for the XOR. Okay. So that is how you have to actually read the IC. And if you can see here, there's a notch. See very carefully. There's a notch. Can you see there's a notch, or there's a notch here? Notch here. Now very adjacent, or there's a dot here on the topmost surface. Now this notch or this dot, the very adjacent pin of this IC is pin number 1. So starting from here, we go anti-clockwise. So it will be pin number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And for the opposite side, we start from the bottommost pin. So it is pin number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. So same is implemented for all other ICs. On the topmost surface, the pin number, IC number is given. You have to read it, identify the logic gate, and then you have to insert that logic gate into the kit like I have done here. I have already made the connections, but I'll very quickly tell you that how to make the connections. For that, just have a look at this diagram. This is the pin diagram for AND gate. Like you can see here, there are 14 pins. Pin number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Pin number 1 and 2, the input is given like this IC has 4 AND gates inside it. At pin number 1 and 2 we give the input, and pin number 3 we get the output. Similarly, for the second gate we give the input at pin number 4 and 5, get the output at pin number 6. Pin number 7 is always connected to ground. Now coming to the opposite side, pin number 8, at pin number 8 you will get the output. Pin number 9 and 10 you will feed the input. Similarly 11, at 11 pin you will get the output, and pin number 12 and 13 you will feed the input. Pin number 14 is always connected to supply. Now next is OR gate. This is IC7432. Similar thing again. Pin number 1, 2 input, output at pin number 3, 4, 5 input. Pin number 6 will be giving you output. 7 is ground, and similar thing here. Then IC7404 will be NOT gate. In NOT gate, of course, since there is only one input, one output, so pin number 1 will be input, 2 will be output, 3 input, 4 output, 5 input, 6 output, and again on the opposite side, pin number 8 will be output, 9 will be input, 10 will be output, pin number 11 will be input. So like that we have to go. The only difference is in the NOR gate. Please remember this. For IC7402, which is NOR gate, pin number 1 gives you output, and pin number 2 and 3 are used as input pins. And similarly, pin number 4 will be output, 5 and 6 will be input pins, 8 and 9 will be input pins, 10 will be output, 11, 12 input, and 13 will be output. So I hope I am clear with all the way in which we have to do the connections in order to implement or verify the working principle of any gate on the digital trainer kit. Now let us see that I have already used here IC7432. If you can see, I mean, it is difficult to read, I know, but yeah, I don't think it will be, it can be caught here in the video. Yeah, if you can see, it is 7432, 74S32. Okay, so this is IC for the logic gate or gate. Okay, so let me tell you very quickly that how the connections is done. As I have already told you in the pin diagram, pin number 1, this is the notch here, so the very adjacent pin will be pin number 1. So at pin number 1 and 2 I have given the input. This is the digital trainer kit. Here all the LEDs are connected to the input switches. These input switches will be can be made on and off just by a push. Okay, so this here, the red light of the LED indicates high, means 1, and green light is indicating low. So we can give the input as per our wish by just giving it a click here. Okay, whereas the output is recorded here with the help of these LEDs. Alright, now as I told you, pin number 1 and 2, they are given to the input, and the output will be taken from pin number 3. So this is pin number 3 which I have given to the output. Anywhere you can give the output, it's your wish. Okay, so and pin number 7 I have given to ground. Can you see here, this is ground pin, and pin number 14 is given to the supply, plus 5 volt. Like you can see here on the kit, this is plus 5 volt pin connected to pin number 14, and this is ground which is connected to pin number 7. Okay, now let us verify. In order to verify the principle or operation of any gate, I have to just verify the truth table of the gate. As I know, for the OR gate, the output will be high when either both the inputs are high, or else even one input out of the two is high. And when both are low, the output will be low. Okay, so let us verify the first case when both the inputs are low. As I told you, green light means is indicating the low. Okay, so this is 0, this is 0. Both are green means both are 0. So the output will be 0. That means there is no LED lit up here in the output section. Now when I make even one input as high, the output becomes high. Okay, when I reverse the case, let's say I make this as 0 and make the other input as high, then also the output will be high. And of course, when both the outputs are high, then also the output will be high. So this is how I have verified the operation of OR gate. Similarly, you can verify it all other gates, verify the operation for all other gates. Just insert the input pin here like what I've done earlier, then make the connections as per the pin diagram and just verify the truth, make the connections, just verify the truth table. I hope I have done it only for one IC. You can do it for all other remaining IC. I hope you have understood the operation of the digital trainer kit and breadboard, and you have understood that how the verification of gates can be done. Thank you.